Begin tonight with Corey Lewandowski, senior advisor for Trump's 2024 campaign. See, we got him to smile there. All right, Corey, I know what you are going to tell me, right? Lighten up, take a joke, on and on.
No, I'm not going to tell you that. What I'm going to tell you is this is serious business, Leland. Listen, we have a government which is bloated, which has waste, fraud, and abuse riddled inside it. The
Agreed.
American people are saying, you know what? We're happy you're shedding some light on all of this, and we want it to change. Listen, I think Elon is going to find $2 trillion. That's even real money in government parlance. $2 trillion of waste, fraud, and abuse. And nobody, no Democrat, can defend $50 million for the acquisition of condoms for the Ukraine. So listen, when we're finding this abuse, I don't see the Democrats complaining about it. They're complaining that Elon is doing it. But the reality is the American people are tired of the abuse.
Look, agreed on almost all points, although I think the condoms, at least last time I heard it was $50 million for condoms in Gaza. Now it's condoms in Ukraine. So different places, same condoms, I guess. But I think you're pivoting here, because I think there is a point about how it is being done. And when somebody wears a hat into the Oval Office with a T-shirt and has their kid on their shoulders, you're saying these are serious problems. How is that signaling to the American people we're taking this really seriously?
Well, look, it's about results. And listen, I've had the privilege to go inside the Oval Office. I know that Donald Trump is a man who wears a shirt and tie in that office every single day in a suit coat. I know that former President Bush did the same thing, mandated a jacket and a tie because of the respect of the Oval Office. But that being said, Leland, you know, we got to look past what he's wearing and what the results are that the Musk team is putting together. And by every account, even if you don't like Elon Musk, even his enemies, the people who don't like him the most, say he's a brilliant man. And what he's brought to the government here is an opportunity to take an outsider's perspective. And I think Secretary Bessent said it the best. It's the first real audit of our federal government in a generation, and one that's actually producing results that allow us to be successful in the future.
All right, so the results are largely being put out on Twitter and sort of take their word for it as we're seeing it. This is Elon Musk responding to a couple of reporters' questions. Take a listen.
Mr. Musk,
what?
including a lot of Democrats.
I have detractors?
You do, sir.
I don't believe it. I fully expect to be scrutinized and get a daily proctology exam, basically. Might as well just camp out there. So I think we can all agree that if there's going to be fraud, it should at least go to Americans.
Okay, so you make the point that people are really enjoying this being done, number one. Number two, you make the point, and I think you're right, that Democrats aren't crying, defending any of these programs, but they're attacking Elon Musk, and sort of typically you'd think that it's the fraudsters who complain the loudest when you point out waste. But we're not seeing the documents. $59 million to hotels, for immigrants. Nobody tells us what hotels. Big questions as to whether or not that was money that Congress mandated versus whether it was mandated for disaster relief. There seems to be an awful lot of fast and loose in the facts. And look, Musk, among many things, is a brilliant marketer. At what point do we actually get to see the receipts?
So, Leland, let me tell you, I've seen the receipts. It's about $6.5 million per month that is going to specifically the Roosevelt Hotel in New York, which is housing migrants. They're getting paid $205 per day per bed for every bed
we already
in the
knew
hotel.
that.
I'm sorry?
We already knew that.
Yeah, but Leland, these are invoices that were obtained and agreed to under the Biden administration. The money that we saw go out, the $59 million, was for invoices from June, July, and August of last year that the government had to pay to house illegal immigrants in a place that, candidly, is better than most Americans get to stay in. So what we're seeing is we're going to stop that waste, fraud, and abuse, and we're going to deport people who aren't supposed to be in this country legally.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.